Hello everyone, I'm Michelle Smith and welcome back to my channel. I have a Dollar Tree Valentine's Day DIY for you today. In today's crafting adventure, I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful double heart wall hanging for Valentine's Day. This craft is very quick and easy to make. Let me show you how to make it. Here's a list of the tools and materials I used to complete the project. For your convenience, I've also included a detailed list in the description box below. Let's get started. You're going to need 2 of these styrofoam hearts from Dollar Tree. Now the ones that I picked up this year had this little heart hanging down in the middle, so I just pulled it out. And then you can use these on this if you want, or you can use them on another project. So I just pulled out the ribbon. Now to fix this, when you pull it out, you get a little bit of a hole there from the white foam. You can either use like a red Sharpie, red paint, or what I find works very well is a red glitter glue that I got from Dollar Tree. So you just go in and cover up that spot with the glitter glue. You do need to give it time to dry. And then when it dries, you can't even tell there was a hole there. I had put some right here where I pulled it out. Okay, so on this one I pulled the heart out and I also pulled the hanger out and I filled both holes with the glitter. And then on this one I'm going to use the hanger to hang it, so I only pulled out the heart. Okay, so you'll want to go ahead and prepare those. Now that you have your hearts prepared, we're going to be attaching them. You need to decide how you want to attach them. I'm going to be putting the 2 together like this. Now remember, it's going to be hanging with this heart being straight, so keep that in mind when you're attaching it. And to attach it, I'm going to start with just some hot glue. Now this is styrofoam. If your glue is really hot, it could melt the foam. So just be aware. And you want to make sure you keep them flat as you glue them together. Okay, now to help keep that together, I'm going to use a piece of the ribbon that I'm going to make the bow with. And this is the ribbon I'm going to use. I picked this up last year in the Valentine's Day section at Dollar Tree. I absolutely loved this ribbon, so I bought several rolls. Okay, so then you just want to take this, we're going to wrap it around that same section to the back. And then we're going to glue it down and then glue it to itself. So put some glue down, lay down your ribbon. Pull that a little snug, wrap it around. If it's too long, pull the end down, and then hot glue it down. This is just going to help keep it secure together so it doesn't fall apart. It's just a little hot glue won't be enough. You need a little bit more to work with it. So this is what you should have so far. And go ahead and set that aside. So now we're going to go ahead and make the bow. Now you're going to need one full-length pipe cleaner. And I'm going to do 2 ribbons in my bow. So this one, like I said, I got at Dollar Tree last year. And then I also picked this one up, and this is so pretty. It's solid red, but it's sheer and it has glittered hearts on it, which I think is perfect. So you're going to want to go ahead and cut one piece at about 11 inches. Then you want to go ahead and take one of your patterns. And you're going to do a loop. And then you want to take the piece that you cut. You're going to put that underneath. And then the other roll, you're also going to add. So let me start over. Make it a little easier. Okay, so you have this roll. You're going to layer it on top of your second. And then you need one more piece to go there. Okay, so that's how you're going to start. You have one ribbon, and then your second ribbon, and a piece of your second ribbon. Take that and fold it over. Now, as you work with this, you're going to work with these two layered, so it'll be really fluffy when you fluff it out. Okay, so go ahead and fold that in half, where the piece that you cut underneath is folded in half. And you want to go ahead and scrunch together, just like that. Okay, now this is going to be your center of your ribbon, of your bow. You'll have this, and then you'll have this pattern, one on either side. That's why there's two in there. Okay, and go ahead and keep that together. You want to bring it up. You want to give yourself another loop. And then you scrunch everything in at the base. Okay. Go to the other side and do the same thing. If you have to twist your ribbon a little bit so that the right size is showing, go ahead and do that. Make sure your loops are the size and that they're even. Okay, so I have one in the middle, one on either side, and now I'm going to do one on this side and one on this side. So see, I twist it so the right side is showing. Just make sure your loops are all the same. Okay? Go ahead and cut your ribbon. And you want to take that pipe cleaner. You're going to wrap it around twice. Then you want to pull it really tight and twist. Okay, so you gotta, everything's folded in at the bottom, and then you have your loops on top. Now you want to go ahead and add some tails. I don't want my tails to be too long, but I do want them to show out. I'm going to kind of measure the width of the bow and go a little wider than that, and then cut my tails. Then fold those in half so you can find the center. scrunch the center, and then go ahead and attach it where your pipe cleaners are. So put it in between the two pipe cleaners, pull those tight and twist. Okay, so then you can go ahead and fluff on the center here. You'll pull one of the red to one side and then the other one out the other side. And then just go through and separate the two. Make sure you pull it out on the correct side so it's every other one. Okay, so there it is. It's all nice and open. So just go ahead and play with your bow until you get it the way that you like it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and attach my bow. Now this bow has, quite a bit of excess back here, but I'm going to use that to help attach it. So I'm going to slide that right here in between these two. And I'm going to add hot glue and then slide it in. Just kind of push it right on up in between there with the hot glue. Make sure my tails are pulled down. And for right now, I'm just going to push down the ends here. Once I'm done, I'll go back, I'll put another piece of ribbon and glue it over the back there. But for right now, I want to make sure that I get it secured. Okay, now by hanging it from the top this way, it's not going to hang straight because it's too heavy on one side. So I'm going to add some weight right up here. And I'm going to be using these. They're called heart picks. And you get 7 in a package. You get 3 hearts, and then you get the word love. So I'm going to use the word love to put right up here. So kind of lay it down and see how long you need to leave your pick, which is about 1 inch. And then go ahead and cut it. Now you just need to decide where you want to place them. I'm just going to lay them on top for right now. Okay, so I think I'm going to do that kind of right where the curve is on the heart. So I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue to the stem before I push it in. And then it just pushes right on into the foam. You want to hold it for a little bit because some of the glue will ooze out and you want to use that to attach it. Okay, so as I was pushing the O in, the pick came in up through the O instead of going in. So I'm just using a craft stick to push that back down. And then if any of them touch, go ahead and hit just a dab of glue in between where they touch. Okay, so I have my love in. Okay, to finish decorating, I'm going to be using the 3 other glitter hearts that came with the love. And then I've also picked up this, it's just called a bouquet, and it has white glittery styrofoam hearts. I'm not going to be using the leaves, I'm only going to be using the hearts. Now on these white hearts, I don't really like this green stem because some of it might show. So I'm going to pull that out, and then the little red sticks that I have left over from the love, I'm going to go ahead and glue those in. That way if any of this shows, it's going to be red and it'll blend in. So just a dab of hot glue and then place the stick in and allow it to dry. Now we're going to go ahead and add our little foam hearts. And what we're going to do is here where we wrapped it, that's what we're going to glue it to. You just need to kind of stick it in and see how long you want it and where you want it. And then trim your sticks as you need to get them to be placed where you want them. So I like that. I'm going to go ahead and glue those in. And again, just add some hot glue to the stick. Lift up your bow and feed it down behind the bow. And then I'm going to place some more here on this side. And I'm going to do the same thing. Feed it in till I get it where I want it, and then glue it in. I got all my hearts placed. I did decide to go ahead and add 3 more down here. I just felt like it was uneven without these here. So I did end up using 2 stems of the white hearts and just the 1 package that had the 3 red glitter hearts and the love. So I'm all done. I hope you enjoyed today's craft. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and leave me some love in the comments. This really does help support my channel. It alerts YouTube that I have content that's worth watching. Thanks so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure to see you. I hope you and your family are all staying happy, healthy, and strong. You have a great day, and I will catch you next time.